Good morning, students. Today we will learn the HTML block and the inline elements. Every HTML element has a default display value depending on what type of the element it is. The two display values are first one is the block and the second one is the inline. Now, first look the block level elements. The block level element always starts on a new line. Very important, and takes up the full width available, stretches out to the left and right as far as it can. Here's one of the example. Div element, okay. Divider element is a block level element. One block level element. Here is the example. Let's try it yourself. Look, here is the div element, div tag, we can say, and here is the hello world. Look, hello world, and this hello world is one of the blocks. We use the div element here, and here they give the CSS style. Border is 1 pixel. Here is 1 pixel, and the solid is the color, black color here. Second one is the P paragraph, right? The div element is a block element and it will always start on a new line and take up the full width available, stretch out to left, right as far as it can. Paragraph P. Paragraph also is the block element, you can say. Here is the block level elements in HTML. Address, article, aside, block code, canvas, DD, data table, right? Div, del, field set. Here is the another block level elements. For example, BR, break new line, right? Break the line. And BR is not a block level. For example, horizontal line, right? HR, prayer, for example. List, section, table, main, figure, all of them are block level elements. And when you use these tags, these elements, it will be the block. It will start from the new line. Look, H1 heading is very important. We use always, right? From 1 to 6. Ordered list, video, article, header, footer. So here is the header and here is the footer. Navigation bar, default, unordered list, no script, right? Main. And second one is the inline elements. An inline element does not start on new line and only takes up as much width as necessary. So this is an inline span element inside the paragraph. Okay. Let's use the example. Let's see. Paragraph is the block element, but inside of the paragraph has the span, right? Span style. Span, style, border, 1 pixel, and the solid is the black. Okay. The inline elements. Those they use inside of the block elements is the inline. Hello world. If you delete style, you cannot see the span. The span element is an inline element and will not start on a new line. Only takes up as much width as necessary. Okay. Inline element in HTML, the other A, right? Button, input, sub, abbreviations is the KBD keyboard. Script, text area, acronym code, label time, bold, italic, image, quote, subscript or superscript, and the big BR, break line, span, variable, right? Time. Okay. The div element is often used as a container for the other HTML elements. In web developers, they use a lot div elements because this div tag is often used as a container. It's very useful. The div element has no required attributes, but style, class, and I are common. When you give a style in CSS or class, also HTML class or ID are common. When used together with CSS, the div element can be used to style blocks of content. Now, here is another example here. Let's see. Look, London. London is the capital of England. Here they use the div element here. Div element. And background color is the black, color is the white, and padding is how many pixels? 20 pixels. Here is the paragraph block, right? Block. Second, standing on the river. This is another block. Here's another block. London is the capital. And the heading is another block. London. The span element here. The span element is often used as a container for some text. Span element has no required attributes, but style, class, and ID are common. When used together with CSS, the span element can be used to style parts of the text. Here is the example. Let's see. Look, heading, right? Heading 1 is the one block element, and inside the block element has another inline element. Why important? Important is that when you use the span, it will be inline element. Then you write the important. After you will continue with heading. Here is the heading. Okay. Here's the div and the span, block level, inline level. Okay. Now I will show that example HTML, the class attribute. Okay, let's do first with div container. One example. After we will come to continue the class. Okay. I have already saved block HTML. Let's type HTML. I will choose HTML5. Then our document will be example block. Then now what we will do? I want to create one square red. I will write with div. With div. Div. And the square red. Square red. Okay, let's write the red square. The red and the square. Let's save and let's run. Look, here's the red square. This is the one block element. Another element will be blue square, blue square. First one will be the red square, second one will be the blue square. Here is another second one. It starts from the new line, right? I didn't give here a BR, break line, because this is the block and starts from the second line. Now, let's give the style now. In the style will be in the head, right? Style CSS. I want to give background color. Background color will be gray, for example. Color will be red. Let's see what will happen. Look, when I use this div, only div, right? All the divs will be in gray backgrounds, and there will be the red square. Now, I will not give for the this black background color. Okay, so just the red square and the blue square will stay like this. I want to give the height 150 pixels and the width also 150 pixels because this is the square. Now let's see, Control S will happen. What we will see? Look, I see the red square and the blue square. I don't know the I can see only the red square and the blue square. This is the height and the width. I didn't give the background color, that's why I cannot see. Only I see the body color, right? For example, if I will give body color, here, body, background color, dark gray, save, what you will see, all the background are now dark gray. Now, I want to give background color here. It will be the red square, it will be red, and the color will be the white. Our background, all of the web page color will be the dark gray. Background color of the div element will be the red, right? And the color will be the white. Let's see. Okay. Red square and the blue square. Now let's continue. I will give the weight, height. Let's give the borders. Borders will be how many pixels? 5 pixels. Solid. I will give the black color. And margin will be 20 pixels. Okay, and let's give our text align to the center to be better. Save. Let's look. Okay, now red square and the blue square, right? if I will do, I will maximize, it will stay in the column, right? Because this div block are so then you like it step by step. First the red square and the blue square. And if you want to put in the horizontal line, blue square will come to here, then you have to give what? Float. Float will be left. Then it will go to right side. Let's see. Look, now is the float. Very too much big. Okay. Now red square, blue squares. Let's create one more time. One more. And it will be the green. Green square. S and the green square. Then you can continue another box. But first one is red. This is correct. Second one is not correct because here is it must be the blue. Third one must be also green. What can I do here? Here we can do the another class. There are some ways, but I want to explain for you the short way. Developers, they use the class and also ID. Here is the explanation. HTML class attribute. Using the class attribute, HTML class attribute is used to define equal styles for elements with the same class name. So all the HTML elements with the same class attribute will get the same style. It will be the same style, and here we have the div element that point to see the same class name. One of the example here, let's see the point cities. It starts with the point, the class. When you give the class, it must be point cities, and you will open the curly braces. Then you will type your CSS style. Margin, padding, color, background color. Okay. Then you have to close the braces, curly braces. Then it will be the CSS. Then you will call div class cities here, because here is the cities. Then we'll type London, and London is the capital of England. Then it will look like this. It will look like this. Okay. Then you will continue Paris, Tokyo, and the others. They have one example. Using the class attribute on inline elements. Here, attribute can also be used on inline elements. And here is the span note, font size, style, important heading. Here is another example. Class attribute can be used only any HTML elements. The class name is case sensitive. It's very important. You start with the capital letter. It must be the capital letter. If you lower letter into lower letter, you can learn much more about the CSS tutorial. Select element with a specific class. CSS to select element with a specific class, period, point character, followed by the name of the class here. City, point city. You can give here any name, class name, because when you type the cities, if it will be the here cities, it will be the better to understand, readable will be. If you want to write here book, then you can give here the book names, right? Here is the another examples, and after you can use also multiple classes. Here is the main. Have the city and the main. They have two classes here. Look. Here is the city, only city, point city. When you use the two classes, it will be the main. Where is the code? Let's see. Look, here is the main. You will call first city, then you can call second one main. Then the lambda will be in two classes. Look, city, it will design first city, then second will design the main. Look, it will go to center because text align is center. Here there is no text align center. Okay. Now here is in the example above, the first H2 element belongs to both city class and the main class. Different text can share same class. Okay. Paragraph H2 also you can use in heading, paragraph, and other text. It's also possible. Here is the using the class attribute in JavaScript. I will not explain today the JavaScript because this is another programming language you will learn in another lessons. Okay. Now let's open our web page. Then let's continue. Now, what I will do now, I will give for the div the name of the container. I will use container, and I will create the div tag ID. It will be the name red square. Red square. Red square will be. Then background will be. Background color will be the red because this is the red. And second one, the same div hash, and it will be the second one was the blue, right? Blue square. Blue square. Background color will be blue. Let's try now. Control S and run the program. Okay. It didn't work. Red square, blue square, green square. Why? Because we didn't call this class container and the ID red square. I have to type in the div, right? For example, when you use the any class, you don't have to write at the end of the tag or element. You have to write in the beginning of the tag. Enter. I will type class, and the name is the container, right? The name is the container. Then I will call the ID. First one was the red, right? Red square here. Then I will call this red. The background color will be the red here. Red square. I give the ID name red square. Red square. Control S. And let's run. Okay. Red square. Now is correct. First one. Second one. Let's continue. Class. Class will be container. Container. ID will be blue. Blue square. Let's save and then let's run. Okay, second one is the blue square. Now it's correct. Second one is the, what was the third one? Third one is the green. But we didn't create the ID here. Let's first create the ID. div and green square. You have to in the curly braces, then background color will be the green. Then I will leave a class here. Container ID will be green square. Then close the gets parentheses everything. Control S. Then run the program. Okay, now red square, blue square, green square. If I will write any div, for example, right? And I will give, for example, black square, then Control S. If I want to give new one, give black square. What will be the here? Let's see. It will be red, right? Black square. I didn't give the ID, right? If I will call only the class, not ID, class container, Control S, it will be red. Why here is the red? It must be black, right? Because background color is the red here. The container, our class. If I will delete this, Control S, then it will be the gray, because our background color of body is the gray. If you will give ID number and you will give the color here, then it will be the black square. Ground color what is that? Control S, and let's run. I didn't give the ID, right? Sorry, I forget. Control S, and what you will see here is the black square, because we call the ID black square. Now today you have learned how to use the class ID and also block, right? And the inline elements. Okay. Now I will stop the lesson. I hope you will practice this and you can do your own website. You can like this shapes or another things also possible. Look, this is the when you make the small size, for example, in the smartphones, it will be like this, small, right? It's a little bit bigger, like tablets, iPads, and it depends. The laptops and the screen of the size to change. Okay. If you don't understand my lesson, please don't hesitate. Contact. You can call. You can send a message. You can send an email. Be safe. Be in there with the HTML and the CSS. Thank you very much. See you soon. Have a nice day.